stress.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is a little quick chit chat about some foolishness because there's not much going on in the gossipy, celebrity thing and whatnot. But I have not done a gossip chat live in a minute. So I'm like, let me go ahead and do one today. So I'm going to get into what we have coming up. Okay, but first things first, if you have not done so already, take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also like this video on your way in or on your way out or while you're here. Make sure to hit the like. Even if you don't like me, like the video either way, okay? Because if not, it's like you stalking people. We don't want no stalkers. You can also comment in the comment section and also the little share button on your way out or whatever. Because if you are here, you can share me with the world and whatnot. Okay. Do not forget to relax, relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, and always inhale and exhale because it helps you to not go crazy and whatnot. Y'all going to follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. It's up there. Okay, it's up there. It's also in the description box of every single video. Y'all know, like and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay. Ladies First panel will be back on the 5th of June, a Monday. We'll be having Anila, and that will be on Jamie's channel on Monday, July 5th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to join us for season 2 of Ladies First panel or whatnot, okay? And then on Thursday, so Monday will be like an hour or so, not a regular panel. Our regular panel will be Thursday on my channel with Ashley from Put a Ring on to season 1. But again, season 2 of Ladies First panel starts on Monday on James' channel and then on Thursday on my channel. Okay, so that's what we have going on and everything. We hope all of y'all is having a great, Wednesday, a great little hump day or whatever. But let's get into, and do not forget to follow our IG page because we post all our updates on our IG page. Is Ladies First panel on IG and all of that. Okay, so I feel like nothing happened, but some stuff happened. So let's just get started. See, I wanted to start with the taglines of the Housewives of Potomac because, again, the season is starting back. Okay. Thank you, Traby. Yeah. We love our panel. We love it. Okay. But the tagline for Housewives of Potomac is back. I am very excited for Potomac to be back, for Love and Marriage Huntsville to be back, for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to be back. There's so many shows that is coming back right now that it's just amazing because, again, it gives us content. We want content around here. Okay, what we like content. What we want content. Okay, because who won't be sitting around here without no content? So that's always a good thing to see. So the taglines that came out today, I got little pictures, okay, of each one. So let's see who I don't like out of these taglines. Okay, we had Giselle. Okay, and Giselle's tagline is "The secret to this pretty face is staying in the shade." And I'm like, Giselle, go sit down somewhere in the shade, in the sun, in the rain. I don't care. Just go sit down somewhere. I am not a fan of Giselle. I feel like Giselle is always out here being messy or whatever. Not shady. I think she's messy. I feel like she doesn't bring much to the show. And we don't get much of her life. Like, she ain't got much going on. But I'm like, I'm going to leave it be or whatever. But she's here to stay. Her wig looks better this year. Okay, it don't look dry. It looks moisturized. Okay, the curls look amazing. Okay, her makeup is flawless. I like her dress. But again, I'm not really a Giselle fan that much. I just wish she played her role on the show well, so we can't blame her for playing who she's supposed to be and whatnot. Okay, now we have the newbie of this season, who was Mia Thornton. And she said, "If you want to pop off with me, I'll be happy to get you adjusted." Okay, it's because she owns a chiropractic either an office or a franchise, but she's within the chiropractic, community. So again, it made sense based on what she does in life. I want to see what she brings this season as a newbie, okay? Because I feel like from the preview, she looked like she not want to be played with. We really, really hope we can book her for on our show to come on once the show has aired. I think we sent her an email. I'm not sure. But again, I like the fact that they brought some new blood in, and looking at the season, the preview for the season, she don't look like she gonna hold back. So I'm like, okay, girl, get it done and whatnot. Okay, we need some new blood. Okay, and with Monique leaving, after last season, it's good to bring somebody in who's going to give the look. I put my sweater over my dress. So if the pink is poking out, it's just it's a shirt on here because it was cold. I got my air conditioner on. But I'm happy they brought someone in who doesn't want to just come in like, okay, let me just, join the team, or let me come in and kind of, be quiet. I feel like she's going to be a firecracker or whatever. And I like that. And then we have Ashley, who some people like, who some people don't. I think Ashley has been different each season. So liking or disliking Ashley would depend on, you have to watch the show first. Because last season, to me, she wasn't that bad. But previous season, she was. But again, it's whatever. So her thing was, the only thing better than two boys is me. And I'm not you, messy. You are, but she know it, and that's fine or whatever. It's good to know when you a messy person, okay? Because when you know it, you can fix it, okay? And you're supposed to want to fix it. Now, I will say I love her look. Okay, she had her two boys. She looks elegant. Okay, let's hope she's grown up a little bit, that she's a little bit more mature. Okay, that she's not so much like, oh, I want to be messy for no reason. Okay, I'm hoping she's learned some lessons. Now, here we go with this. Y'all, look. If y'all have been watching me from before when I reviewed the last season, I am not. I dislike Candace more than I dislike Giselle. And the reason I dislike Candace has nothing at all to do with Monique. The reason I dislike Candace is because Candace has this way of not wanting to acknowledge her bullshit, and that aggravates me. She comes from a place of entitlement, and that aggravates me. And she really plays victim in every way she can. If there's a way for her to play victim, she gonna play it, okay? And she never wants to admit any role or any part she's played in something that has caused her life to go in disarray. So I don't like her, okay? I hope this season she's better. Okay, because I don't want to dislike people, but yeah, I just feel like she has always gotten on my nerve. And I'm hoping this season she's, a little bit older, a little bit wiser, so that I don't have to dislike her. Okay, anyway, boom. Yes. And she does not have to be, because I feel like she has good characteristics within her, but she just kind of falls back into, oh, well, and it's like a black Karen. Now her tagline was, my blessings are many and my patience is none. And I was like, that don't make no sense to me. I don't like it. I don't like her. I don't like her tagline. I like her ponytail. I like her makeup. Her body looks amazing. Okay. I love the color of her dress. Again, she's a beautiful woman. She has great fashion sense. She's got her wigs together. Okay. The first season, she had horrible hair, horrible wigs, horrible edges. Okay. I'm happy that, she's gotten better with that and whatnot. But again, I just want her to not be so, I'm a victim. Everything happens to me. Why is everyone picking on me? Why is it me? I can't do that. I'm too old for that. And she too old for that. You know what I'm saying? Move on from that. Okay. Now, the next up we have is the Grand Dame herself. Okay. Miss Karen Hunger. Oh, no, Huger. Sorry, not Hunger. Huger. Hers was, the Grand Dame could never be duplicated, intimidated, or, no, wait, girl, duplicated, imitated, or intimidated. Girl, them two eyes. But I mean, Karen always gives. I feel like Karen had a messy first two seasons, fashion wise and wig wise and hair wise or whatever. I think Karen went ahead and got that money together, got her face together, because we cannot act like Karen's face does not look uplifted. Okay, and I do not mean that in any negative way. She looks amazing. Okay, for her age, for whatever, she looks amazing. Okay. However, I remember season 1 and season 2 looks, and Karen definitely has had some nips and some tucks around there. Okay. I'm not a fan of this hair. It looks. It's the dark roots and then the blondness of it all. It's giving me, Cowley Lion. But in a not bad way. Just in a, it's a lion way. And I love her dress. I love her tagline too. I feel like Karen, has come to her own, and because she now has like good thoughts about herself and where she is on the show, she really got herself together. Okay, yeah, the grand dame has arrived. I agree. You know what I'm saying? I love Karen. It's a classy. Yes, it's real classy, and how she says it is classy too. Karen looks great. She does. But again, I remember season 1 and how she looked. Yeah, her boobs look better. They don't look so, what I'm saying, too much going on. But hey, Maddie. Look, if y'all are not following Maddie Rants on IG or on his YouTube channel, look, Maddie is so entertaining. He is, look, I watch him for all his the drag race shows. I watch his panels on Sundays. Look, make sure to follow Maddie. He was on TMZ the other day, girl. He was like, hey, Maddie. So make sure y'all follow Maddie Rants too. But for Karen, I feel like, I like that she has, came into her own. And she's different, the past 3 seasons, I think. She's got her shit together. Okay, and I like her for that. Now next up we have a newbie from the last season, okay, who's now it's her second year. Wendy. I can admit I was not much of a fan of Wendy last season. I feel like Wendy came in last season and she was strictly like, for some reason, like on Giselle and Robin's, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say coattails, but I do feel like she fell into the green-eyed bandits of it all. I don't know why. She also came on real tough, okay? I think she came on wanting to prove a point that she wasn't to be fucked with, but it kind of came off a little bit too much. So I wasn't a big fan of her season 1. However, I kept saying I want to see how she comes back on season 2. Okay, now her tagline this season is "This professor just isn't great on the curve. She sets the curve." I like it. I like it. Okay, I don't just grade on the curve. I set. Okay, I like it. Okay, she set the standard. Her wig game has definitely, gotten better. Because last season, I'm like, girl, what is going on with your head? It was really, really bad. But she also brought up how she had a baby. A lot went on last season for her as a newbie. And looking at her social media, looking at the preview for the season, she got her fashions together, her edges together, her wigs together, and I think her mind together too, because she's not for no bullshit this season. But I feel like she may have shot herself in the foot because you were so much on the team of, Giselle and Robin being against Monique. Now that Monique is gone, you will probably be their new target because they can't come up to Karen. Okay, Candace is the baby. And, Athy is like, oh, that's just Athy. So it's going to be between Wendy and Mia. So I feel like they're going to go at Wendy that much. And I can't wait to see it. This is a lot of hair. This is good Cowardly Lion. Okay. This is Cowardly Lion on Broadway. Okay. On Broadway, singing to Rent or singing to Chicago or something. I like this hair. I love the dress as well. The bit that we can see. Her makeup looks great too. She stepped her game up season 2. I think because we ripped her to shreds season 1, so we're going to leave her be. And lastly, because she's always late, at least, we have Robin Dixon, okay? And she said, I may keep you waiting, but trust me, I'm worth the wait. No, you're not. No, you're not. We've been waiting 6 seasons, 8 winters, 9 falls, 13 springs for her to give us something, and all she ever gives us is I want to be on Giselle's coattails. I feel like even though Giselle doesn't give us anything to talk about within her own life, Giselle still gives enough messiness to be a part of the show. Robin don't do shit. Okay? Now she's engaged to Juan. Okay, that's fine. We love love. Congratulations. I want her to give something this season more than being Giselle's friend, more than being Giselle's sidekick. I want Robin to step into her own, and she has not done that for 5 seasons. So let's hope season 6 is better, because to me, Robin is a more boring Cynthia from Housewives of Atlanta. Cynthia is boring and don't have shit going on either, but we like Cynthia. Okay, she gives here and there, whatever. She at least keeps the peace between people. Robin don't do shit besides back up Giselle, and I feel like that can't be a role for 5 full seasons, and then come into a season 6 be the same. Okay, don't like it. And I mean, I want to see something better, Robin. Okay, I want better for you, because she could be better, but she just boring, and I don't want her to be boring. Potomac is a really really great show, and I just want everyone to give what needs to be gave, and sometimes she don't do that, and I be like, go away, Robin. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna move on from them, because again, I'm not gonna keep ripping them shreds. But that comeback, is it this week? I think it's this week. Either way it go, y'all know we're reviewing it. Okay. Now I want to kind of get on Nene a little bit. Okay. Nene has been doing all kind of interviews. I'm not sure why, because she's not on any show. I know her lounge opened up, so I'm assuming it could be for her to promote her lounge and whatnot. But I feel like if you out here promoting your lounge, why don't we hear nothing about what you got going on? All we ever hear is you talking about either Housewives of Atlanta, the stuff with Bravo. Okay, that's one part of it. But she was on with the Jasmine brand, I believe, and they asked her about Greg. Okay, and she revealed that Greg cancer came back. He has had to have a procedure. He was in the hospital. He's currently in the hospital. Been there for a week, and he should be out in like another week. And so, prayers for Greg, prayers for Nene, because again, dealing with cancer is horrible. Horrible. But when she was on somebody else's interview, for what I don't know, and she brought up, no, she brought a statement saying, I was caught off guard when she asked me about Greg. And I was like, how you caught off guard that someone asked you about your husband? So I was like, Nene, is you on bullshit? Just let me know. But again, I feel like Nene is consistently doing press, but for no reason in real life. And when they asked her if she would be willing to, if there had been any, movement forward with Bravo or with the producer or anything with the Housewives of Atlanta, and she said no. And I'm like, I really want Nene to move on. I feel like you was on that show for at least 12 seasons. Okay, let's say it's been on for 13 seasons. You was on for at least 11 to 12 seasons of that. I really want Nene to move on. Focus on getting Greg better. Focus on being with your husband, who is dealing with an ailment that is very, very tough on the whole family. I'm like, we don't need you out here doing interviews about a show that you don't even own. The reason I feel like she should not do, because I feel like let's take her and let's take Monique. Monique chose to leave Potomac, where Nene, as she said, was pushed out of Atlanta Housewives. But Nene has been yelling from the rooftops everything she's went through, and she has the right to do that. I feel like Monique felt like for a time she couldn't fully say things, and so she's trying to do that now. But I feel like Nene be doing interviews, and I be feeling like, but what is it for? Like, Monique is on her YouTube channel, whatever, but she isn't doing interviews anymore about Bravo, to my knowledge. I feel like whenever I see Nene on TV, whenever I see Nene on an interview, whenever I see Lanithia, Nene, brown hair, blonde hair, new face Leakes, it's always about the exact same thing. And I really want her to be able to move on into something bigger and better. Because sitting around swallowing your emotions or whatever, making it seem as if you were stuck in this place, I'm like, that's not helping you right now. And you really should be focusing on Greg. Not only focusing on Greg, focus on getting yourself mentally prepared to help your husband. Because as hard as it is on Greg, it's also hard on Nene, and we get that. But sometimes I just feel like, I'm like, what's she interviewing for again? What's going on? I don't know. But he be like, whatever. So again, we pray and send prayers and positive vibes and healthy thoughts and good vibes to Greg and to Nene and the whole family. And I just want the next time Nene come on an interview, I want her to be announcing something she's doing. I want it to be about her and her prospering and her moving forward. But I feel like she spends or she allows interviewers to pull her back into Housewives of Atlanta. I'm like, honey, move on. Okay, but I don't mind Lanithia. Okay, we all know Nene Leakes is, was the queen of that show. But again, we're gonna move on past that. Okay, now on to the foolishness with Monique. I don't think did I ever address the bonnet stuff? I don't know if I did in any real capacity. So Monique made a post initially about bonnets. How she was in the airport and seen some bonnets, ain't like it, okay? And we had that conversation initially. Boom, pow, pow. She don't want y'all out in these streets in y'all bonnets and pajamas. Boom, pow, pow. Okay? Now, she say someone then sent her a photo. I'm not gonna post the photo because I don't know the lady. But she posted a photo of a woman who happens to be a plus size woman, who happens to be a black woman too, who had on I'm gonna say it's some boy shorts, okay, made for around the house, made for around the pool or whatever. Some kind of shirt, okay, that did not cover her butt fully. And it looked like a bag around her head. Okay, so it wasn't even a bonnet. But she was out at the airport dressed like a fool. Now I'm gonna say this: the person who Nene posted, did she look presentable? No, she did not. However, that's not my business. That's not my place. I don't really care. I mean, I've seen people dress crazy around town before. I look when I'm on the move. I'm tunnel vision. I'm not really paying attention to. I'm paying attention to my surroundings, yes, but I'm not looking at. I'm going where I'm going. I'm there and I'm back. So people who take the time to stop and get photos of people who look foolish, that's on y'all. But I can see how what Monique posted seems extra because I feel like Monique made her point clear. She made her points clear. And I felt like there was no point in a backup post of a stranger who was at her business in the airport to back up what Monique said. I feel like you either agree with Monique because you knew what she meant or you didn't. I felt like that did not need a backup post. So the post she posted to that girl, I felt like she didn't need to do that. She didn't. And I don't think that was body shaming because the girl happened to be a plus size woman. Because we've seen skinny folk out here looking fool too. Okay, now should Monique have maybe posted a plus size person and someone skinny? Yes, she could have did that all day, but she did not. Either way it go, why do you care to point out one person who looked a fool? Okay, looked a fool to make it seem as if okay, now that proved my point. It's like no, your point was proven with your words. You know what I'm saying? So it's like right, boom, Keisha. She stated her opinion, so the post was unnecessary. If they don't agree with you, move on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say when you make your point, sometimes there's no need to go back to remake a point. Now, if she had not fully explained what she meant, if she felt conflicted in how she expressed it, and she wanted to explain further, I get that because again, things happen, and you want to explain why things happen. I don't mind anybody explaining why something happened. I'm gonna explain why I said that in the first place because I didn't really explain myself right. But Monique clearly made a post about what happened. It was fine. So I was like, I don't think Monique's a million followers needed the visual of it all. Because again, the people who be in Walmart look crazy. The people be looking crazy all over. Men, women, children, okay, dogs, cats, whatever. Some folk mind your business. If someone is at the airport, okay, and they look a mess, are they clean? Do they stink? If they clean, leave them be. And I said, because we were talking about it with the ladies, and I was like, what if she lost her luggage and that's all she had left? Was a t-shirt, that bag on her head, and them boy shorts. That's all she had, and that's why she looked full. So we also don't know anybody's plight. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So sometimes we shouldn't always judge. We can sometimes judge, and not, I wouldn't say judge, comment our opinion on. Because again, some folks do not want anyone out here wearing bonnets because it's crazy. I own maybe one bonnet. I have no idea where it is because I don't like wrapping my hair up. I just don't. I have wore my hair down, flat irons, curly for years. Okay, I used to always have my hair flat ironed, down, and whatever. And I'm like, I'm tired of that. So natural is the way. I'm having up in this little bun or whatever. That's really it. So I don't have a need for a bonnet or even a scarf. I have wear scarves every once in a while because my hair be wet and I want to slick it down while I'm leaving. And that's really it. But you won't really catch me out here in no scarf or whatever. I might buy a hat, put on a hoodie. A hoodie and a sweatpants will take you far in life. Okay? And anyone who don't know that is kind of crazy. So again, I'm like, Monique, just don't speak on it no more. We get your point. And if you agree with her or you do not, it's fine. If you don't agree with anyone wearing a bonnet and pajamas outside, then you don't do it. As long as you don't do it, that's what matters. Okay? If you don't do what you don't like it being done, it's fine. But you can't comment and say what somebody else should or should not wear. Because it's clothes. Adam and Eve was naked. Okay? Boom. Okay? Let's move on from that. We can get going. Next up, what was... Okay. Cardi B. Cardi B was out here on her social media because Jessie Woo, I only know Jessie Woo because she did the one season of Love and Hip Hop and she ain't like it then either. But Jessie Woo was on social media and for some reason was talking and chit-chatting and whatnot about how there's like this disconnect, how people be trying to ruin other people's careers and blah, blah, blah. And in her speech of all that, she went on to bring up how, back in 2017, how someone in Cardi B's camp told her verbatim that they were trying to like ruin Nicki Minaj, or they were trying to, I think the word was ruin if I'm not mistaken, but I was like, really? Why did I tell you that? I feel like Jessie Woo, who are you for someone to like, I'm like, who tells someone that? If you trying to ruin Nicki Minaj, who at the time in 2017, it's fucking Nicki Minaj. So I really feel like, why would they tell you that? Are you sure that's what they said? And so she was saying that in her little video. And so when Cardi B heard it, she got pissed and she checked Jessie Woo. She posted she had somebody else post some the message between them two where Jessie Woo had reached out because at that point in time, Jessie Woo had signed with the management team who Cardi used to work with, who Cardi then had to sue and the whole thing or not. So they were trying to take out Nicki Minaj. And Cardi like, why would that's not true? I'm saying at that point in time, we weren't focused on taking out anyone. We were focused on building me up. And I feel like Jessie Woo saying that was stupid. Even if it was true. Mainly because what does that have to do with anything going on right now? Right now, Nicki out here doing her thing. Cardi is pregnant, is performing at the BET. Like, it's all these things going on. What was the point of you saying that? Like, what did you want to prove saying that? Like, it was crazy to me. And then when Cardi B checked Jessie Woo, asked, like, why would you say that? And she then, so I wasn't saying that your manager said that, but however, so-and-so, she said, guy's name, so-and-so told me that verbatim. Cardi then went and text so-and-so, hey, so-and-so, why would you say this to her when you didn't know what you? He denied saying it. And when Cardi went back to Jessie, he said, you lying. Well, of course he's going to say I'm lying, but he's the one that's lying. I'm looking like, this is why sometimes just shut up. Because we don't know we don't know who's lying or being truthful. Because for one, this was 4 years ago? So I just don't get the point of her even bringing it up. It was stupid to me. Okay, it's dumb. It was stupid, and I feel like you not gonna make no. But I also feel like Jessie was trying to get attention, because why not say something dumb to get someone's attention? And Cardi B responded or whatever. But I'm happy she didn't like go off. She could have, but something about Jessie Woo to me always seemed like she talked out of turn about stuff she may know, but for no reason. And I feel like Cardi has never came off as someone trying to ruin Nicki or take over. I think Cardi always came in my opinion, as someone who just wanted her place, period. You know? And I also feel like Jessie will go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere, because we don't want it around here. Because that was a dumb comment in my opinion. So again, but Cardi B denied it. The people who Jessie Woo said it, denied it as well. And I feel like, why did you bring it up in 2021? A comment someone made in 2017. Girl, get out my face, Jessie Woo. We're gonna hope that she gets, to calm down, not be crazy. Now, speaking of Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim at the BET Awards said that she would want to do a Verzuz. She was talking with DJ Envy on the red carpet, and when he asked her if she would ever want to do one, she said yeah. And he said, oh, okay, like, well, do you know who you might want to go against or whatever? And she said Nicki, and I was like, Nicki? I feel like Kim, she didn't call out Nicki, but she called out Nicki, and I feel like Nicki should do it. They are, and I don't know why. I'm not anybody talk about Jessie Woo. I think Jessie Woo said it to get attention. But I feel like Kim saying Nicki's name, to me, Nicki has to do it. Okay, just for the culture. Okay, I feel like people kept saying kept saying Kim and Foxy Brown, and I'm like, Foxy Brown does not have a catalog to battle Kim. Nicki does. That would be a great matchup for the culture, because truthfully, they are two of the biggest female rappers that came out within the past 20 years. Like, they both dominated like a decade of rap. You know what I'm saying? Give or take a year, whatever. So I feel like it makes so much sense for that to happen. If anybody in the comment section, name me 10 Foxy Brown songs. If you can name me 10 hit Foxy Brown songs, I will at least contemplate thinking she can do a Verzuz. But I'm like, I think people say people name based off the name. Like, Foxy Brown is Foxy Brown. She's, she is that person. However, no. Like, I think for me, I feel like that's how it was with Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Does Soulja Boy have some songs? Yes, he does. Soulja Boy absolutely has songs. However, Bow Wow had more hits. So you had Soulja Boy playing songs 2 or 3 times because he didn't have enough music to go round for round. Okay, Foxy Brown would have to search and survive the Rappers Battle Olympics to hopefully find a good 20 songs, either of her own or what she was featured on. She don't have 20 hits. She just does not. Kim has 20 hits within her own catalog, within her own features. Okay, point blank per yacht, and so does Nicki. The only other person who Kim could have won against, to me, was Eve. I think if Kim had battled Eve may have played more of her hits than she played with Trina. However, Foxy don't have the hits to go against anybody in the rap game. I'm just sorry. Nicki and Kim should do it. You know what I'm saying? That's where it should go, in my opinion. Because it just makes sense. And I feel like it doesn't even have to be like, let's talk about, like, I don't need them to get on stage, like, hug it on out. I don't need them to get on stage and, like, oh, let's kumbaya, yay. No. Play your hits and keep it moving. Like, I would not even matter if they were in 2 separate locations. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if Gucci and Jeezy can come together and do their verses, I think Nicki and Kim can too. Brandy and Monica came together. Okay, I feel like it would be good for the culture, but I don't need a kumbaya moment. I don't. I want them to keep it, keep it a buck or whatever, and let it be that. But I'm not, Okay, let's see somebody that Googled it. Candy, I'll be Big Bad Mama, BK Anthem, Ain't No. Oh yeah, now, I don't even know some of these songs, honey. Y'all just you made that up, Mr. Lloyd. Mr. Is it Lloyd or Borg? I don't know. You made that up. She don't have enough. Okay, she don't. She don't. She just don't. So again, I'ma hope we gonna let her be, because again, she's still Foxy the Brown. Okay, she's still a legend in her own right. But again, I don't think she should go against Kim in no battle. I don't. She could have won against Trina. That is my opinion. I'm leave that be. But again, Kim wants to get it popping. Okay, with Nicki Minaj. Now on to this foolishness. Okay, because I was not gonna be long. I want to get it done. Y'all see what it say. Y'all see what it say. First of all, I need y'all to do what? Like the video. Okay? If you have not already, you should have already done it. Even if you haven't, you should go like the video. Okay? It's 180 people in here. Make sure to hit the like button. As Bonnie say, do not stalk us, which means don't sit up here and watch us and don't like the video. So that is always greatly appreciated. Okay, do not forget it. Do not forget also that I will be live tomorrow, okay, for the Verzuz battle between Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat. I'll be live for my after show chit chat. So y'all know after it goes off, come on back to my channel. We can talk about it. Okay, so it's tomorrow evening around 9:45-ish. So I hope to see y'all there. Okay, anyway, back to me. We got graphics around here. Ew. Anyway, so on to this foolishness. Okay. Look. I was at work minding my own business. And him sent me a message. He was like, it was somebody, they let your boy. I'm like, they let who out of prison? What happened? And when he like, Pill, I'm like, Pill, they let Pill out? Oh Lord. How? I didn't believe it initially. I did not believe that not the the hot top phase, Lord Jesus Christ, what around. But I was confused when they said they let him out. I was like, what happened? How did it happen? What's going on? I know they had been trying to get him out. I'm like, what's going on? So, and then I'm like, oh, he free. Like, I'm like, they announced it, and then he was like, out. And I'm like, how the that was quick. Was this in the work? What's going on? So, years ago, he was on. He was accused of things before, and I'm trying. Y'all not gotta word things right because YouTube is funny. So when he was up against trial stuff before, back in 2004, 2005, or whatever, they couldn't prove anything, and so the prosecuting people or whatever, the state was like, you know what, we will, if you tell us what happened, we will let you be in whatnot, okay? And so the interview we seen of him admitting to, putting stuff in drinks, okay, and letting things with it, dropping pills or whatever. He admitted to all of that before. However, the deal was, if you admit to what you did with the same lady who he was, found guilty of doing things with currently, if you admit to what you did with that lady, you won't go to jail. And we also won't use this information against you at a later date. So that happened years ago, back in 2000, whatever. So currently, when he was in the jail 2 years ago, it was about that same woman, and they used the interview and the information and the confession of him confessing and saying, "Yeah, I put some in the drink. Yeah, I did it. Drop. You know what I'm saying? They used that exact same thing to convict him. So I'm confused. I was confused initially. Like, how did that happen? Because did nobody keep a record of the thing saying, you can't charge me based on this piece of evidence? Well, apparently the judge in the current case was like, we don't care. We're going to send you anyway to jail. Go to jail. And so now they overturned his conviction based on the fact of in 2004, 2000 whatever, the deal he had with the prosecution was they would not use that same evidence to convict him even at a later date. So technically, by law, what they used to convict him should have been admissible. And so he would not have been found guilty otherwise if it was not for that confession he gave back then. So technically, he shouldn't have went to jail. Technically, because of the evidence they used, he shouldn't have went. He should have went back in the day when he confessed to the shit. That's when he should have went. Back then. That's when he should have went on, walk on by to the prison. Okay? That's when that should have happened. But it didn't. Okay? And so we then seen Felicia Rashad, who posted, you know what I'm saying, how, oh, thank God, thank Jesus, okay? A whole miscarriage of justice, injustice has been fixed. I was like, Claire, what are you doing? Claire Huxtable, go sit down. That ain't Cliff. That's Bill. Okay, you can't defend Bill. You defend Cliff. Go sit down somewhere. Okay, but when she explained, because what did she say? She then, clarified her stance. Because again, I said something I didn't really. Finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. I was like, girl, I don't think you want to say that. I don't think that's what you mean. And so she then kind of backtracked a little bit, and she said, "Oh, well, that's not really what I meant." You know what I'm saying? I think she backtracked quickly to explain her support and saying, well, technically, you know what I'm saying, but I support, anybody who has went through that. I support, women. But I also, I need to find what she said. Because I was like, I know she said something. I don't want to misquote, Felicia Rashad out in these streets. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I was like, girl, you almost shot yourself in the whole foot, why can't I find what she said, but I can find what Jenna Hewitt said? Oh, so what Claire Huxtable said, Miss Felicia Rashad, I fully support survivors of assault and coming forward. My post was in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wishes is for healing. And I was like, well, why you say that? Okay. Coming from legal standpoint, her initial statement of a miscarriage of justice has been righted was actually true. Because based on the law, he should not have been found guilty based on the evidence that they used. So for that part, it was true, but I would have shut up. I would have sat down, ate my food, drank my drink, watched my show, combed my hair, and went to bed. I would not have said anything. I would have texted him privately and said, good, welcome home. Okay, welcome home. But yeah, I agree, Tracy. I don't agree with what he did. I just don't believe the court should be able to twist the law. Right. Okay. And, some people believe different things. Some people feel like, well, back in the day, the women knew whatever. There was more than just, there were a lot of women. Okay. A whole lot. Okay. So no one is saying the fact that he wasn't supposed to be in jail means he didn't do anything. No one, at least I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is, sometimes we say stuff. What did you mean? What I said. Okay. However, based on him having a deal to where they can't use his confession against him later, and they then use it against him, was wrong. However, him confessing to doing it and not going to jail back in the day was also wrong. A lot of wrong things happen, and so it's a whole mess. At the end of the day, he only served 2 years in prison. Okay, he old as hell. We need him to go home, sit down, and shut up. Don't touch nothing. Don't put the stove on. Don't just go sit down somewhere with Camille, and then just hush on up. We'll holler at you when you see Jesus. But go sit down somewhere. Okay. Him brought up how he don't think how Bill gonna be how OJ was. OJ got off of things and then OJ was out in the streets acting a fucking fool. Okay. He then had to go back to jail. So again, I don't see Bill out here, you know what I'm saying, running amok at all. Because he's older now. Okay. Again, Bill Cosby, go sit down somewhere and shut up. Be quiet. Hush. Shh, don't say nothing. Okay, don't say shit. Go sit down with Camille. Okay. I also feel bad for the women who accuse him of doing things because again, for them, they're like, we ain't getting no justice. He was in it, he was out. You know what I'm saying? So that part is hard for them. On the other side of things, legally, he wasn't supposed to go to jail. He should have went to jail a long time ago when he confessed to this. Okay, so again, it's monkey either way. What I do know is R. Kelly is in prison somewhere right now. Like, how the fuck how they let him out? How did he get out? I'm like, well, first of all, you're on tape, sir. Because Ara been trying to get out too. They won't let him out here and whatever. But again, I mean, he out, so again, he need to go sit down somewhere and just hush it on up. Okay, now I have Lamar is out here lashing out against his baby mama. I feel like Lamar and that girl Liza be fussing for nothing. I don't know if they're trying to get out on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I feel like it's too much of them going back and forth. Now, Liza was in court with him, in court for him, because she's like, I'm going to be evicted or whatever. He not paying child support or whatever, and I need him to be held accountable. And the judge, kind of went off a little bit saying how, if Lamar can be out here, boxing, for 40K or whatever, he should be able to pay child support. So Lamar was like, enough of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Okay. He was over it. Anyway, he then said, I never air out my personal business. Y'all know I can't see sometimes. I'm off screen. I never got my personal business because it's personal, but I have had enough. I was never married to my kid's mother. I took care of her from the second she became pregnant, and even after I was married, I still paid her bills. I am not responsible for a grown-ass woman, period. Okay, once my children became adults, my duties were done. I told her to go to work, move into an affordable home, and she did not listen to me. That's not on me. The news, the media, the public loves the vilified man, call him a deadbeat, say how terrible he is as a man, but what about a woman who refuses to go off? Girl, what about a woman who refuses to get off her ass to make a living for herself? She's just as responsible for taking care of our adult children as I was. Why isn't she being held to the same standard? Enough is enough. I do not get a pension from the NBA until I'm 46. I do not own a CB line. I did not get paid $40K from boxing. He gonna file his own stuff in the court or whatever. I feel like with Lamar and that lady, it's real sketchy because it seemed like he stopped paying child support once the kids became of age. He's been paying them, like giving the kids money, but Liza still wants money coming to her to help care for the children who are now adults. That needs to be handled in a court of law because legally, I'm like, I don't know if you can just stop paying child support and give your kids money. I don't think it's legal. I also, for him on his side, I feel like he's right. If the kids were getting older and I was paying for your home or you live because my kids are there, my kids going to be gone or whatever, you don't need to be in this expensive ass place. I agree with him saying she should have to try to fend for herself and get affordable living that she can also support. But I don't think the way for him to do that was to stop giving her money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22. But I would not ever want to be dependent upon a man to pay my rent to where if he don't do it, I'm going to be evicted. That's just stupid. To me, she was dumb to get to that point of getting to a point where she does not have any income to afford her own cost of living. So I think that's dumb. But again, let me go to court. Let Jesus handle it too, because again, I don't know what's going on with that. We do know Carlos King, who y'all know Carlos King is the producer who produces Love Marriage Huntsville. He does Bell Collective. He also does BT Experience. He said he ain't never going back to Housewives of Atlanta as a producer unless they hire his whole company to produce a season. I think that is smart. I feel like people want Carlos King back on Atlanta because he was a great producer. But I love how he brought up that I have a company now. Okay, we produce our own shows now. Why would I ever leave the company that I'm the CEO of to produce someone else's show? So I think he's completely a genius for that. I do think he should try to get his company hired to do Atlanta. I think that would really put him on the map even more because he has a show on BT. He has 2 shows on WeTV. I would love to have him have shows on Bravo too. If he can bring, Atlanta back from the dead, that would work. It really would. I don't think anything else. Oh, Pooh, last thing, Pooh Shiesty. So I did not know who Pooh Shiesty was. And when I asked, I asked the girls last night who was on our production meeting, I was like, is Pooh Shiesty a real person? And they was like, well, yeah. And I'm like, why he's so dumb? What's going on? The fact that he was arrested because the cops saw his IG posts of him like posing with the car he used in the robbery or whatever. I'm like the bag he had. I'm like, what kind of fool? And then like he posted some money too, where they was able to match the serial numbers. I'm like, you are dumb. But to me, this shows stupid people get famous, but they're still stupid. Because if you commit a crime, why do you still hang around in the crime stuff? Like, why is the car still around you? Why? If you had a bag with the money, why would you keep that thing? Throw the bag away. Use a trash bag. You can't look. Trash bags all look the same. Okay, it's stupid. It's just stupid. Congrats to Eric and Mina as far as families for having their baby boy. They're still in. Look. No, I'll leave there. The preview premiere for Love and Marriage, not Love and Marriage, for Love. What is it called? Dang it! Oh, Love and Hip Hop. It ain't been on so long. Love and Hip Hop Monday came out. It's like 5 minutes. It looks really good this season. I am anticipating seeing what Mona has put together. Okay. It's a new cast. It seemed like everybody got real storylines or whatever. I'm like, I don't know if the pandemic made everybody get life, but I'm like, I'm really looking forward to the new season that comes up on Monday. We will be reviewing that. Again, so many shows are out now. So many shows. Okay. But I'm going to end this live now because, again, I have to watch the encore, okay, to review it tonight. Okay. But do not forget, Ladies First Panel is back on Monday, June 5th. Okay, for season 2, a whole new season. We have some changes too. It's still on. Look, I want to say this outright. The Ladies First Panel will always just be us four. We are not adding anyone new. So any changes we have will never be us leaving. It's always us four. So we're gonna have some updates or whatever. But Anila from Radio Medicine will be on Monday for Jamie's channel. And then Thursday on my channel, we will have Ash. You can put a ring one from season 1. So I cannot wait for that. And y'all know tomorrow after the Verzuz, I will be online on my channel. So we'll have that. But thank y'all for tuning in and having fun with me, okay? For Chit Chat with Foolishness. I love you all. Okay, peace and blessings and goodness and all this stuff to y'all. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow, okay, for the Verzuz. Peace.